right, let's get uploading images. So for uploading images in this course, we're going to be using something called Cloudinary. Cloudinary is a service with a very generous free tier. A really cool thing about Cloudinary is that they'll resize things based on width and height, and they'll change it from a PNG to a WebP if they need to, and the quality can be dumbed down if you want it to be smaller, and all of your image problems can be solved with Cloudinary, and you can also use it with the new image tag inside of Next.js, which is pretty cool. So you could use Cloudinary direct on your website, or you could just use Cloudinary for uploading images and then use the next image tag to actually display them. So we'll get into that. But what I want you to do is to sign up for a Cloudinary account if you haven't already, and then go into your dashboard. It's going to show you right here, your cloud name, your API key, and your secret. We're going to need those in just a second. Please generate your own. I just logged into my tutorial account and I saw that 5,482 people, or maybe less than that, have been uploading random images to my own account, which I thought was pretty funny. So get your own API keys. Obviously, look at that. All these people doing that. I'm still well within my limits on here, which is pretty funny. So let's get into doing that. Now, images in Next.js, we could just make a field on our product called image and allow someone to upload it. But better yet, what we're going to do is we're going to create an entirely new data type called product image. And then we're going to have a relationship of that product image with the actual product. And what that will allow us to do, if at any time in the future, if you want to associate multiple products with a single image, or if you want to make a gallery and you want to browse images, the sky's the limit when you make something its own data type, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go into our .env file, and we got to fill these out right here. So first one, Wesboss tutorial. Again, get your own API key right there. And I'm going to take my API key and put it in there. You can see it there. I probably should change it after I deploy this course. One thing I'm wondering is that dash going to trip us up? You can always put quotes around your strings in your .env file if you're wondering about that. And I'm going to do that just so I don't run into some stupid issue or I got to reboot the server because it broke. Okay. Next, we're going to go into our schemas and make a new file, and we'll call that capital P product image capital I.ts. And just like before, we are going to make our product image. So export const product image is equal to, it's a list, just like every data type that we have. We'll have to import the list. That worked good. And then inside of that, we have a fields. We have our image, and that is going to be a Cloudinary image. So we'll say Cloudinary image. And inside of that, we are going to pass it our Cloudinary config. Let's just call that Cloudinary for now. And then label is going to be source. Besides that, we also want to pass a spot to pass alt text, which is just a text field. Okay, so we have a couple things that need to be imported and created here. First, let's start with the easy stuff, text. Let's auto import that. Okay, and now Cloudinary image, I'm going to import that from it's going to be from @keystone next Cloudinary. That's the one. And then this one, oh, I got to spell it right. Cloudinary. We got to create the config for that. So up here, we'll say export const Cloudinary is equal to that. What's wrong with my highlighting here? What did I break? Oh, we forgot the from here. There we go. Inside of that, we say cloud name is going to be process.env.cloudinary. Here, let's open our .env file and just copy paste them. Cloud name, key, secret. Let's just boop. And each of these will have to get a process.env in front of it. And then it's cloud name. its API key, API secret, and then finally we have a folder, which you don't have to specify the folder, and then they'll just get dumped into your media library. But in my case, I'm going to say it's called Sick Fits. And that is our Cloudinary config, and that gets passed to this Cloudinary image right here. Now we can inject that into our keystone.ts file. So we'll go down here, product. It's now a product image. Boom. Let's double check that imported. Eric did. And we should be able to now just kill this and restart it and see that we can make data by ourselves. All right, we got a bit of an error. Cloudinary adapter requires a cloud name, API key, and API secret. I ran into this once. It drove me crazy. So like I am passing these right now. And the reason that it's not working is because it's an environmental variable. And if you wanted to figure out if that was working, you could just console.log that. And then usually I do something obnoxious around it, like log, something like that. And then start it again. And you'll see it's undefined. Okay. And I was like, what is going on? And it was because I did not import that .env. Remember we did this? Import.env/config. Apparently you got to do that on every single file where you want to access environmental variables. Watch. Now if we start it again, we get WesBoss tutorial, which is the value that we have in our environmental variable. So let's get rid of that console log in our product image. And then we'll take a look at our backend here. If we refresh, you see we have product images. Now let's try go and create a product, upload an image. We'll give it a black hole, create a product image. Boom, we've uploaded it. And now I believe if we go to our Cloudinary dashboard here, we should see it. There we go. That's the one I just uploaded a couple seconds ago. All right, so that's the first bit. But the second bit, and then we're going to cover that in the next video, is how do we create a relationship between the product and the actual product image? So I'll see you in that one.